students, welcome to Detail Chronicles by Abhiram IAS Academy. So, ee roju Detail Chronicles lo bhaganga we'll be discussing about the India-Brazil partnership. Clear? So, idi enduku news lo undi? Let's see that. So, it is in news because recently, as a part of BRICS Summit, which is conducted in Rio de Janeiro, BRICS Summit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been gone to this summit, and as a part of it, he has also visited Brazil. So, in this context, we are talking about the India-Brazil relations. And if you can see here, he has also received the Brazil's highest civilian honor. That is, the award name is Grand Collar. The award name is Grand Collar of National Order. Grand Collar of National Order of Southern Cross. This is the award he have been received. And this is the Brazil's highest civilian honor. That is Grand Collar of National Order of Southern Cross. He have been received it. And now, in this context, let's talk about the India-Brazil relations. So, as a part of ee journey ki sambandhinchindi, let's see some highlights what they have been discussed on cheppesi. So, dialogue and diplomacy. So, India and Brazil have been discussed that we have to prioritize the dialogue and diplomacy for solving these global issues and cheppesi. And further, Prime Minister Narendra Modi em chepparu President of Brazil ki. Who is President of Brazil? He is Lula da Silva. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recognized him as the architect of India-Brazil strategic partnership. And further, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has received the Brazil's highest civilian honor, that is Grand Collar of National Order of Southern Cross. Clear? Ivi highlights of this tour. And with respect to this tour, let's see what they have been dealt with. So, India-Brazil agreements. AA sector law, one is renewable energy. That is, both the countries have been agreement cheskunnaru to cooperate to strengthen their clean energy initiatives and also global goals. Further, to counter the terrorism and also intellectual property. That is, agriculture lo help chestamu, agriculture technology improvement ki help chestamu, and agreements in IP protection and also agriculture cooperation. And further, inkokati enti ante classified information. That is, an accord on securing classified information or privacy protection gurinchi. And the last one is UPA adoption. That is, yes, Brazil has been agreed to use our UPI. This is one of the achievement for us. So, Brazil has been agreed to use our UPI there. Clear? So, adoption of UPI, that is Unified Payments Interface in Brazil. So, these key agreements with respect to that India-Brazil tour. Now let's see India-Brazil relations. So, if we see previously, our relations have been started in the year 1948. So, 2023 ki, we have completed 75 years of India-Brazil relations. Ever starting the diplomacy? So, diplomatic relations have been started in the year 1948. So, by 2023, we have completed 75 years of India-Brazil relations, and where we're having India has the Consulate General in Sao Paulo, and also Brazil has a Consulate General in Mumbai. This is clear? So, India has a Consulate General in Sao Paulo, and also Brazil has a Consulate General in Mumbai city. Further, see, if we see, relations చూసుకున్నట్టయితే, it have been dated back at 16th to 18th centuries ago, where Brazil and Goa are having the diplomatic connections. Where Brazil and Goa, they both are under Portuguese rule. They are having the diplomatic relations, having bilateral exchanges reflected in their food relations lo aina sare, culture relations lo aina, dressing lo aina, and other local traditions. And further, we have gifted them the gir and kangrej. Kangrij type of cattles to them. So akkada cattles manavi. Em cattles use chestunaru? Gir cattle and also Kangrij. Now if you see the cultural influence, so Brazilian television series like Camilo das Indias, that is Path of Indias. Path of Indias. So ee serial anedi akkada play avutundi. Clear? So if you see the cultural influence, Brazil's television series like Caminho das Indias, that is Path of Indias translated in English, have enhanced their awareness of India in Brazil. So once again, the diplomatic ties have been started in the year 1948, where by 2023, we have completed 75 years of strategic relations, and India has consulate general in Sao Paulo, and further, Brazil has a consulate general in our Mumbai city, and further, so 18th centuries చూసుకుంటే Brazil and Goa are having the connections. Further, cattle తీసుకుంటే we have given the cattle like Gir and Kangrij. These historical links. Now let's see the importance of Brazil to India. How Brazil is important to India. So first thing is mineral supplier. Brazil is having lithium resources. If you see that lithium triangle, Argentina, Brazil, Chile. So like Brazil lo lithium reserves anevi ekku unnavi. We want that lithium reserves because it is important critical minerals and we need for batteries, etc. So Brazil enduku important manaki ante one of the most reason is for minerals. So critical mineral supplier, that is Brazil supplies crude petroleum oil and also minerals, that is lithium reserves ekku unnai kabatti, and it is helping for India's economic growth. And further, investment destination, that is India can invest in Brazil. So Brazil's large and diversified economy makes it attractive for Indian businesses and also investors. And the most important thing here is South-South cooperation. South-South cooperation, as both India and Brazil are the key players in shaping the global South, are important in shaping the global South's political and economic landscape, and also multiculturalism, multilateral cooperation, like sharing interest in promoting multilateralism, for example, yoga and Ayurveda. Yoga and Ayurveda, where Brazil is more concentrating on yoga and Ayurveda, and also reforming the global governance. Dan gurinchi ee roju maatladukodam jarigindi. So this is why, this is what the importance of Brazil to India. First thing is mineral resources. Second thing is investment destination, and further South-South cooperation. Rendu countries, it is very much important for promoting global South, and also multilateral cooperation. So A aspects lo India is important to Brazil chudamu. First thing is trading partner. So India is one of the Brazil's key trading partner, where in the year 2021, almost 63.5% increase in our trades, and also Brazil has become 5th largest trading partner in the year 2021. Clear? And tarvata Brazil exports to India chuskunte, Brazil is exporting us soybean oil, crude petroleum and gold. Now in return, what is India exporting to Brazil? So India exports the organic chemicals, pharmaceuticals, diesel oil and also engineering goods with respect to the technology, and further bioenergy and biofuels. So Brazil's Renova Bio program is showing very much interest towards our national biofuel policy, Clear? So this is how India is important to Brazil. In what ways? In trading, in exporting goods, and also in our biofuel policy. So Brazil's Renova Bio program and India's national biofuel policy have aligned the objectives in increasing biofuel blending. So now let's see in what multilateral organizations India and Brazil are together. So BRICS law, yes, B is standing for BRICS and I for India. BRICS law, IPSA, and also in G20 forum, and also BASIC. Clear? So in this all the things, so India and Brazil is promoting the global south. India and Brazil is promoting the global south. And also Brazil is supporting India for permanent UNSC seat. Brazil is supporting India in its to get the permanent UNSC seats. So BRICS చూసుకున్నట్టయితే shaping the South-South cooperation and global South cooperation, shaping the BRICS agenda. Further basic చూసుకున్నట్టయితే joint advocacy for developing the country's interest in climate change negotiations. And further website చూసుకున్నట్టయితే coordination on development issues in this global south and also other multilateral platforms. G20 తీసుకున్నట్టయితే so India and Brazil support each other's bids for permanent UNSC seats. Now let's see the challenges between these two countries. See, కొన్ని common interest ఉన్నవి India Brazil కి a common interest చూద్దాము. One is trade competition, that is both the countries are major exporters of agriculture products leading to potential trade friction. Further sugarcane subsidy dispute where Brazil is telling to WTO. So Brazil has raised concerns about India's subsidies to the sugarcane because Brazil is almost like in the world it is producing sugar. So the top nation producing sugar is Brazil and tarvata India. So ippudu sugarcane ki subsidies ivvadam valla India is getting more gain towards the sugar. So that is why Brazil has raised concerns about India's subsidies to sugarcane farmers in WTO and also limited people-to-people contact. That is further we have to improve in cultural and educational exchanges. And next is China's role. Important. You can see the China's role here also. So Brazil's strong trade relations with China might impact the India and Brazil relations, and further diverging is strategic priorities where both the countries are emerging powers but their strategies on the global issues may differ. So what were challenges we are facing with our India and China? What were challenges we are facing with India and Brazil relations? That is trade competition, because we are having some types of similar things with respect to trade. That is both the countries are major exporters of agriculture products, therefore it is creating some potential conflict. And further sugarcane subsidy dispute, Brazil has been complaining to WTO about the India sugarcane subsidies. And further is limited people-to-people contact, and inkokati China's influence. China's strong trade relationship with Brazil may impact our India and Brazil relations. And other is diverging strategic partnership or priorities, that is both countries are emerging powers but their strategies on global issues may differ. So that's all about the India-Brazil relations. So we have seen like historical ties. We have seen the historical ties. We have seen why Brazil is important to India, and we have also seen why India is important to Brazil, vice versa conditions, and also what are the challenges we are facing. What are the challenges we are facing to improve this India and Brazil relations more. So, idi today's detailed chronicle. We'll meet up tomorrow with another interesting aspect. Thank you.